Davis, Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh, and I thought he was.
Ooh, there you go right here.
Oh, yeah.
He's a young guy.
Nice combinations.
He's quick.
Good. Yeah. Ooh.
It's a harder puncher.
And
Mike Tyson, Joe Rogan, Floyd Mayweather, Calvin Ford, and several other well-known figures have already shared their early thoughts on the highly anticipated lightweight showdown between Gervonta Davis and Keyshawn Davis. As excitement continues to build, the first wave of predictions is giving fans plenty to talk about. This matchup has become much more than another championship event. Former champions, respected analysts, experienced trainers, and other recognizable voices throughout the boxing world are all weighing in with their expectations. The biggest question remains the same. Will Gervonta "Tank" Davis continue proving he's the division's dominant force? Or can Keyshawn Davis shock the boxing world and silence everyone who doubts him? What makes these predictions stand out is the experience behind them. These aren't random fan opinions. They're coming from people who have spent years at the highest levels of the sport. Mike Tyson focuses on the mental side of competition, believing confidence and resilience often determine the outcome inside the ring. Floyd Mayweather has made it clear that he's backing Tank Davis to come out on top. Joe Rogan approaches the matchup from a technical perspective, offering detailed analysis that often changes the way people view a fight. Meanwhile, Calvin Ford, who has guided Tank throughout his career, remains completely confident that his fighter has everything needed to win.so before making your own prediction or deciding who you're backing. It's worth hearing what these respected names have to say about one of the most talked about lightweight fights on the horizon.
What's your thoughts on that type of performance as a rising star in boxing?
Where you at, Tank? Where you at? Where you at, Tank? That's what was my thoughts. I mean, the call out too after the performance. Come on, man. Look, man. Keyshawn showed. Look, this is what I've been waiting on from Keyshawn, man. Keyshawn has been kind of hot and cold. He finally put it together, man. He got his mental right. His team is right. His skill is on fire, on point, man. And he did it under these circumstances and this pressure. Behind this crowd, man, that dude is a star, bro. Seriously, man. All that weight on his back, bro, he put it down. He was even dealing with his brothers, man. His brothers, his sisters singing the national anthem. It was a family affair, bro.
He said his sister had a car crash, too, prior to today, too.
Fire, man. Newborn child as well, man, and he was able to manage all of this, man.
Let's take a closer look at everything step by step.
You know, you stole the show. You know, I know it's, you know, you're the main event. You're supposed to, but you delivered.
Right.
And you, after it, said, you know, knock, knock, Tank.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on the door. You came over here, said light skin. A lot of fight fans like when people call out and do things like that.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of weird. But now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him, come on now. If I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody want to talk about, oh, Keyshawn, what if he touch you? What if I touch him? Yeah, okay. Come on.
Now let's dive into what some of boxing's biggest names are saying, because their predictions have sparked plenty of discussion. The first opinion comes from Floyd "Money" Mayweather, a man who understands Gervonta "Tank" Davis better than almost anyone. Having trained him, promoted him, and watched his rise to stardom, Floyd believes one factor separates Tank from the rest: experience. According to Mayweather, experience outweighs youth in a matchup like this. He acknowledges that Keyshawn is a gifted fighter, but believes he's about to face a completely different level of competition. In Floyd's view, Tank has already been through the toughest battles, faced elite opponents, and performed under the brightest lights. Those moments have shaped him into the fighter he is today, and that's something talent alone can't replace. For that reason, Floyd is backing Tank to get the job done. He isn't relying solely on Tank's knockout power. He believes it's the experience gained over years of top-level competition that gives him the edge. Considering Mayweather's own success at the highest level of boxing, his opinion naturally carries significant weight. Still, not everyone believes the outcome is that straightforward. When the conversation shifts to toughness and mentality, Mike Tyson offers a different perspective. Rather than focusing only on skills or punching power, Tyson believes the mental battle could ultimately decide the fight. Mike agrees that Tank possesses tremendous power, but he also points out that power isn't always enough to guarantee victory. He sees real determination in Keyshawn and believes heart can become the deciding factor when a contest reaches its toughest moments. Instead of choosing a definite winner, Tyson gives both fighters credit while emphasizing Keyshawn's fighting spirit. In his opinion, the real question is who will be willing to push beyond their limits once the pressure rises and adversity sets in. That balanced viewpoint adds another layer to the debate, reminding fans that this matchup may come down to resilience just as much as talent.
He was over by 6.4 pounds at the weigh-in. He was that's a left counter. There it is. Davis, and down goes Levels.
Joe Rogan may not come from a boxing coaching background, but his understanding of combat sports has earned plenty of respect. In his view, the biggest storyline in this matchup is the contrast in fighting styles. That's exactly what makes this contest so intriguing. Gervonta "Tank" Davis brings fight-ending power every time he steps into the ring. When he lands clean, opponents rarely recover. On the other side, Keyshawn Davis relies on precision, composure, and smart decision-making. If he sticks to his game plan, stays patient, and avoids Tank's dangerous punches, Rogan believes he has a legitimate opportunity to come out on top. To Rogan, this is a battle between raw explosiveness and refined technique. He respects what both fighters bring, but he suggests that Keyshawn's polished skill set could end up making the difference. Still, one major question remains. Can anyone successfully stay away from Tank's power for all 12 rounds? That's what everyone wants to find out. Any conversation about Keyshawn also brings up one of his strongest supporters, Shakur Stevenson. Having spent plenty of time training alongside him, Shakur has complete confidence in his teammates' abilities and believes he's capable of pulling off a huge upset. According to Stevenson, many fans are overlooking Keyshawn simply because Tank is the more established star. But from what he's witnessed in the gym, Keyshawn has everything required to compete at the highest level. His boxing ability, patience, and mental approach give him a genuine chance to defeat Tank, and Shakur believes this could be the defining moment of his career.
Knock that man ass out, man. Stop playing with me, man. Keep that going, man. Hey, real talk, you having a good time, though? All right, lock. This. Hey, this is my city, man. I try to tell y'all that
Shakur Stevenson isn't simply picking Keyshawn to win. He believes this could become the biggest victory of Keyshawn's career. That's a bold prediction, and coming from Shakur, it carries weight because he doesn't usually make statements like that without conviction. So is he seeing something everyone else is missing, or is he standing behind a close friend? Let's hear the rest of the opinions. Teddy Atlas, meanwhile, looks at the matchup from a completely different angle. His focus isn't just on skill, it's on the importance of timing. In Teddy's view, this opportunity has arrived a little earlier than it should have for Keyshawn. Tank is currently operating at the highest level of his career. He's already been tested against elite opponents and has repeatedly shown that he can perform when the pressure is at its highest. Keyshawn has plenty of ability, but he's still developing as a fighter. Teddy believes that if this same matchup happened another year or two down the road, the outcome could be much more competitive. Right now, though, he feels Tank's experience gives him the edge, that it's a realistic assessment. And in boxing, timing often matters just as much as talent. So the big question is whether Keyshawn is stepping into this challenge before he's truly ready, or if he's catching Tank at exactly the right moment. That uncertainty is a huge part of what makes this fight so intriguing. And of course, there was no chance Tank's longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, was going to stay quiet. Having guided Tank throughout his entire journey, Calvin has complete confidence in his fighter. According to Calvin, Keyshawn has plenty of potential, but this level of boxing is a completely different challenge. He believes Tank has already survived difficult battles against top competition and understands how to adjust to any style placed in front of him. From Calvin's perspective, Keyshawn is stepping into a situation he hasn't fully experienced yet. That Ford's confidence comes down to the qualities he knows best: Tank's ring experience, toughness, and knockout power. Few people understand Tank's abilities better than the man who has trained him from the beginning. Still, it raises an interesting question. Is Calvin making an accurate assessment, or is he overlooking just how quickly Keyshawn has developed?
Dude, I'm not chasing you. I'm not chasing you. Tiafimo is running from me. I'm not chasing you, Tiafimo. Who else? I'm not trying to fight.
One of the biggest reasons this fight is so exciting is the way both lightweights match up stylistically. Their strengths are completely different, setting the stage for a thrilling clash inside the ring. Gervonta Davis has built his reputation on devastating punching power and an incredible knockout record. He's the type of fighter who can end a contest in an instant. Once he gets within range, his explosive hooks and uppercuts become extremely dangerous, making every exchange a serious threat for his opponents. Standing opposite him is Keyshawn Davis, a rising star known for his speed, accuracy, and polished Olympic-level fundamentals. Rather than relying on raw power, Keyshawn wins with intelligent tactics, sharp footwork, and precise combinations. His style is built around controlling the action, making smart adjustments, and breaking opponents down with calculated boxing instead of reckless aggression.
Said he's now the new face of boxing. What do you think?
For sure, he's the face of boxing. I don't have no problem with saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he deserves everything that's coming to him. He's the face of boxing for sure.
And he's that guy. You talked about how good Shakur is. Do you think people sleep on Tank's skills? Because they just see him as a knockout artist?
Who sleep on Tank skills? Nah, don't nobody sleep on Tank. Like,
well, I just go because so many people just think he's a knockout artist, but I think they underestimate his boxing IQ.
And back in 2021 in August, I sparred Tank, and he's skilled. Like, he's skillfully. Like, he's like, you can watch me fight. You know, I'm skilled. When I got in the ring with him, he's skillfully great. He's great. Like, Tank is all the way around a great fighter for sure. He's for sure like Shakur the man. Tank the man too. Tank the man to beat right now because he got the popularity and the skill. You know what I'm saying? Shakur the man right now, but he's just not as popular as Tank.
Now picture what happens when these two completely different approaches meet inside the ring. Gervonta's goal will be to force a hard-fought exchange. He performs at his best when the action gets intense, and his constant forward pressure has a way of breaking down even experienced opponents. He's exceptional at trapping rivals, limiting their movement, and making defensive boxers vulnerable. Keyshawn, however, has the perfect tools to respond. His footwork is incredibly fast, his jab is precise, and he excels at attacking from unpredictable angles. Rather than allowing Tank to dictate the pace, Keyshawn will look to stay in control by moving intelligently, making full use of his reach, and relying on his speed to keep the fight taking place from the outside.
Is Keyshawn ready based on this performance to take on Tank Davis, and how does that fight play out?
I feel like Keyshawn is ready to take on a guy like Tank. I think that Keyshawn is one of the most skillful fighters in the sport of boxing. I always told Keyshawn since a young kid he can fight. I just don't like the simple fact that he's running on media and not keeping a buck, saying that he was beating me up and Shakur had to like rile me up to spar him, because this make no sense. Shakur is a better boxer than Keyshawn, and if I'm in there doing millions of rounds with Shakur, what makes you think that Shakur has to hype me up to spar Keyshawn? Like, it's that, but it is what it is. You gotta hype yourself up. You gotta build yourself. I don't really try to pay too much mind to that, but like I said, Keyshawn is a great fighter. I always thought Keyshawn was a great fighter.
The biggest question is simple. Which fighter will be able to fight on his own terms? If Gervonta connects with one of his trademark power punches, the contest could end almost instantly. But if Keyshawn can stay disciplined, avoid those dangerous shots, and extend the fight into the championship rounds, he has the conditioning and ring intelligence to slowly take control. It's explosive power against polished technique, proven success against rising ambition, and relentless aggression against calculated boxing. Both men are highly motivated. Each has plenty to prove, and both possess the skills to disrupt the other's game plan. But boxing has always been about more than what happens when the bell rings. The sport is built on rivalries, personal battles, and the storylines that divide fans and fuel anticipation. That's exactly what has developed between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Keyshawn Davis. This rivalry didn't appear overnight. Tension has been building for quite some time, and it's now reaching a level where a showdown between them feels more realistic than ever. Keyshawn Davis has quickly established himself as one of the standout names in the lightweight division. still unbeaten, blessed with impressive speed, and never lacking confidence. He's made it clear that he's chasing the biggest challenges available, especially Gervonta Davis. Whether speaking in interviews or posting on social media, Keyshawn has consistently targeted Tank. He hasn't held back, openly claiming he believes he would knock him out and insisting that his superior boxing skills would be enough to outclass the former champion.
World title, but also we gonna come back to Norfolk, man, so y'all don't forget about me. Y'all keep supporting DB3, but world title definitely gonna be next 2025. We got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock knock.
You've been on that all week. Listen.
For Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would not Tank short it out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that. You got the power, you got the skill and ability. He's patient. You know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with. And you know that. His coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? It's also go fight from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fighter. What you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
But the story doesn't end there. Gervonta isn't known for ignoring public callouts or disrespect. Throughout his career, he's repeatedly answered critics by letting his performances do the talking, while also showing he's willing to stand his ground when situations become personal. Once the rivalry reached that point, the tension only intensified as the back and forth continued. Reports began circulating that Tank had information involving Keyshawn's family. What started as subtle verbal shots gradually became more direct, and the disagreement quickly grew into something much bigger than a potential boxing match. Keyshawn then responded, with reports claiming he directed insults toward members of Tank's family, including his mother and brother. For Gervonta, that crossed a line he wasn't willing to overlook. From that moment on, the rivalry moved beyond heated exchanges, eventually escalating into a physical confrontation.
I know what happened to me, getting smacked by Suge Smith. Everybody fucking knows. Yes, I've got smacked in the fucking Oscars by this motherfucker. And people like, did it hurt? It still hurts. But I'm not a victim, baby. You will never see me on Oprah or Gayle crying. Never gonna happen. I couldn't believe it. And I love Men in Black. No. I love Will Smith. I have rooted for Will Smith my whole life. I root for this motherfucker, okay? And a lot of people go, Chris, how come you didn't do nothing back? How come you didn't do nothing back that night? Because I got parents. That's why. Because I was raised. Okay? And you know what my parents taught me? Don't fight in front of white people.
According to reports, the two eventually confronted each other during a private event, where the situation quickly got out of control. Tank, famous for his fast hands, was said to have thrown the opening punch. Security personnel rushed in to separate them, but by then, news of the altercation had already spread across social media. The incident immediately became a major talking point among boxing fans. Some praised Keyshawn for standing up to one of the sport's biggest stars, while others supported Tank, believing the established champion was simply refusing to tolerate personal disrespect.
It's an opportunity. I mean, Tank has been tweeting about him today.
What did Tank say?
I mean, you want me to verbatim? I mean, I can give the clean version.
Let me know, because I don't be on Twitter, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, all right, so this is pretty much stop eating, do that, this little N fighting on Friday night. He's not even worth mentioning. And Buddy's a B, code B, tell him to do something.
I ain't gonna lie. Tank gonna say what he gonna say. You know what I'm saying? It's just trash talk, for real, for real. Tank know what's up with Keyshawn. They done sparred, you know what I'm saying? They done sparred plenty of times. So it's like, I don't really know, but I'm gonna just leave that as that, you know what I'm saying? But Keyshawn gonna go ahead and punish this guy on Friday, you know what I'm saying? Then whatever Tank come across, we gonna punish him too, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same.
Everything about this situation has the ingredients of a memorable boxing rivalry. beyond the styles and the skill sets, there's genuine personal tension, adding even more fuel to the possibility of this fight. That Keyshawn's confidence reached another level after his impressive second-round knockout victory over Gustavo Lemos. Despite giving away size, he controlled the action and finished the job in dominant fashion. As soon as the fight was over, he wasted no time calling out Gervonta Davis, making it clear that he wanted the challenge. His message couldn't have been more direct. He believes he's ready to compete with the biggest names in the division and isn't intimidated by one of boxing's hardest punchers. Tank, on the other hand, has spent years proving he can perform when the stakes are highest. He's built a reputation for rising to the occasion and knows exactly how to deal with outspoken opponents looking to make a name for themselves. Still, Keyshawn is far from an ordinary contender. He's young, highly motivated, and enters every opportunity with nothing to lose, which makes him an especially dangerous opponent. The potential showdown has already become a major topic throughout the boxing world. Even pound-for-pound star Terrence Crawford has voiced his confidence in Keyshawn, saying he's prepared to face anyone, including Gervonta Davis. Support like that from one of the sport's elite fighters has only increased the excitement surrounding a possible clash between the two.
Hey, buddy Shakur, just one question. How did Keyshawn look, man?
Ready for whoever coming next, man. That boy ready. He been ready, actually. You know what I mean? It's just given the opportunity, that's all it is.
You got two little brothers that is closing on Tank. You know, one of them gonna get him.
One of them gonna get him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great night of boxing when they do.
Awesome.
The stakes couldn't be much higher for either fighter. For Gervonta, a victory would strengthen his legacy and reinforce the belief that he's still the man to beat, even against a rising contender like Keyshawn. For Keyshawn, this represents the perfect chance to pull off a career-defining win and establish himself as the next major force in the lightweight division. This matchup would mean far more than another entry on the schedule. It's fueled by pride, respect, and a rivalry that has continued to build over the past several months. Boxing fans have already started debating who would have the edge if these two finally shared the ring. While opinions are divided, one thing is undeniable. If this showdown ever becomes reality, it has all the potential to be remembered as one of the sport's most talked about fights.
I don't play. Like, it ain't, I don't do all that talking and then just do it to do it. You know what I mean? Like, all the shit he was saying about me, it was like, I had never seen him a day in my life. Yeah. You know, never been around him, never nothing. So like when I seen him, like, I see him across from me, like, and he been talking all this shit. So I would expect him to say something to me. You know what I mean? So I'm doing the interview, and I'm looking over there. I'm waiting for them to come where I'm at. Yeah. You know, so I'm looking, and he finna get up out of there. So I'm like, nah, I gotta go press, bro. I gotta holler at him real quick, just to let him know, like, bro, I'm not one of the ones who just doing all that fat mouthing, bro. Like, I'ma press up on if it's a nigga talking or something, I'm pressing it. Me, bro, I'm like, I'm a solid dude. I just ain't one of the ones who finna just act a certain way just because this fight is finna happen. Like, nah, like, when you bring it out, it's gonna just naturally come out. I can't pump fake.
Now it's your turn. Which fighter are you backing? Will Tank's proven power and years of experience be the difference? Or can Keyshawn's confidence and technical ability deliver a major upset? Drop your prediction in the comments and stay with us for more updates as this exciting rivalry continues to unfold.